We're here today to set up our Calorie Lab, so make sure you've got your flow map handy so you can be sketching out the different parts of the setup, ready for class on Thursday. Here we go. You're going to want to begin with your ring stand. It should already be set up for you. You'll want to take a ruler though and make sure that it's approximately 11 centimeters from the base up to the top of the bottom of the binder clip. Once you've got that set up, you're going to take your beaker and carefully place it within the ring on the ring stand. The next step is to add water to the beaker, so you're going to use a syringe and carefully suck up 20 milliliters of cold water. You'll want to make sure that the bottom of the rubber part of the plunger is right at the 20 milliliter line on your syringe. You're going to carefully, slowly add the water to the beaker so we don't lose any. And then once that's in the beaker, you're going to put a thermometer inside the water. You'll want to make sure that the red bulb is actually underneath the surface of the water, because that's the part that's measuring the temperature. And we're going to be reading the temperature in degrees Celsius, which are the numbers on the left side of the thermometer. At this point, you're going to count to 30 to make sure that the temperature gets a chance to get shown on the thermometer, and read the top part of the red line, however far up that's gone up on the thermometer. You're going to record that information in the data table in your science notebook for the initial starting temperature. At this point, we're ready to get the food product set up. So you're going to grab the food product that we're burning. We'll be starting with cheese puffs, and you're going to stab that into the snack holder and place the snack holder on the base of your ring stand. You want the cheese puff to be directly underneath the beaker, and again we're going to use our ruler to measure that the top of the cheese puff to the bottom of the beaker should be 2 centimeters, approximately 2 centimeters, or the same distance as 2 fingertips. At this point you're going to wait until everybody in the class has their calorimeter set up, and I'll give you the okay at that point to move on to the next step. The next step is to take your plastic vial with your matches and striking sheet in them, and you'll want to make sure that your striking pad is on the surface of your table, and you will strike and light the match. You're going to wait a moment till approximately 1 centimeter of the wood has burned. Once that has happened, then you're going to place the burning match underneath your cheese puff. You want to make sure that it's totally on fire before you remove the match. Carefully blow it out away from the experimental setup and put it in your discard bin. You're going to allow your cheese puff to burn completely underneath the beaker of water. And during this time, you'll want to keep an eye on the thermometer, noticing at what level the temperature reaches in Celsius. Even after the cheese puff has completely burned, continue to keep an eye on the thermometer, because the temperature may raise a little bit after it is finished burning. You'll record that final temperature in your data table in your science notebook. That's going to be your final temperature. We'll go back later to figure out the change. Once this setup has cooled slightly, you're going to remove what's left of the food product, place that in the discard bin. You'll carefully remove your thermometer and discard your water. Once you've cleaned up your setup the first time, you're going to repeat this entire experiment a second time using the cheese puff again. And then you're going to do the experiment 2 more times with a different food product so that we can answer the question, which food product has more energy in it. This is a fun lab. We get to burn food and measure temperature change, but it's going to be really important during this lab that we remember our safety contract. Safety goggles need to be worn at all times, and there's no eating of any food product at any point during this lab as well. We'll be reviewing our safety contract in class before we start the lab on Friday.